Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Accounting Educator. I'm Safir Ahmed, a senior lecturer in accounting and finance in a UK university. I also work with ACC as an early career ambassador. This video is relevant if you're currently studying financial accounting, and as part of financial accounting, you are studying how to prepare different financial statements. So in this video, I will show you how to prepare a statement of changes in equity. And this is a task that I have selected from AAT Practice Assessment 2, Drafting and Interpreting Financial Statements. Okay, now this is the question, this is the task. And this is the information given to us. So as you can see, you've been given a lot of information. So you can see that you've been given statement of financial position for 2 years. And as you can see that we are preparing this statement of changes in equity at 31st of December 2021. So we start with the opening values, and the opening values will be the last year statement of financial position figures, because remember that closing values of last year will become opening values of this current year. So therefore, when we start with the opening values, it will be the last year amounts. So if you look at the share capital of last year, so if I scroll down a little bit, you can see the last year share capital was 24,000. Remember 3 zeros at the top they're given you. So this will be 24,000. And then they also given you the share premium value of the last year, which is 2150. And revaluation surplus. Now you can see the revaluation surplus last year was nil, 0. Okay. And so I will write here 0, but please be mindful in exam, only write 0 if you're instructed to do so normally. So in other words, that keep an eye on the instructions on each of the tasks. Now the retained earning of last year, if I scroll down a bit, you can see this retained earning of last year was 6190. Okay, so those are the opening values we entered. Now what you need to do, you need to record the total profit for this year. And if there was any revaluation surplus during the year, you will be recording in that column under revaluation surplus. Now, if you look at the information here, you can see the statement of profit or loss of the current year they have given you, and they've given you the profit for the year, 7052, and then other comprehensive income, 4,000. So in other words, this 4,000 will go under revaluation surplus column, and this 7052 will go under profit for the period from continuing operations. So 7052 under retained earning. And remember revaluation surplus under the revaluation surplus column of 4,000. And then dividends. Again, dividends. Remember that dividends are normally given to you as part of the further information, because we don't really record it in a statement of profit or loss, a statement of comprehensive income, or statement of financial position. So if I scroll down this information, you will see that dividend paid during the year is given to us. So as you can see, the last bullet point there, a dividend of 2 million was paid during the year. So in other words, it will be 2,000, because remember 3 zeros at the top. Now, again, dividends are paid out of retained earning, out of profits. So remember that here we will be recording that. And of course that I'm using the minus sign. Remember that we are instructed to do so. So show any negative figures using minus signs. So we've done that. And issue of share capital in a question like this, because you've been given 2 years statement of financial position, you will be able to see what's the difference between share capital of last year and this year. So this means that the it has increased by this amount, and how it has increased, of course, that there must be some sort of shares issued during the year. So whether it is normal share issue or the right share issue, but some sort of share issue has happened there. Now you can see 32,000 is this year's share capital. Last year was 24,000. Remember 30 at the top, so in other words, in millions. So 32 minus 24, so that's 8,000. So issue of share capital, so that's 8,000 there. And again, if you look at the share premium, so you've been given a different amount as well, which of course why that has changed. That has changed because there was a issue of shares. So which is 6530 minus 2150. And that's 4380. So that will go in here. Okay, so there you go. So we prepared the statement of changes in equity. And what complexities they can give you as part of your AAT level 4 drafting and interpreting financial statements. They can give you information about issue of share capital, but they don't give you the amounts themselves. So they can actually give you a transaction and where you have to kind of work out the issue of share capital or share capital issued and share premium due to those issue of shares. Or it can also be, could be a right issue. So maybe 4 for 1. 1 for 4, sorry, means that for 4 existing shares, 1 new share, 1 new right share is issued. Things like that. But it cannot be any more complicated than that. So you can see that it's pretty straightforward as long as you know that where you are taking those amounts from. Okay. So thank you for listening, and I will be back with another video shortly.